Good morning. Good to be with you on this June 22nd, a beautiful Wednesday morning. The sun is actually started to peeping out through my window and it's a beautiful day here. And tomorrow is going to be a grand finale day in the European Union. I'm talking about Brexit. United Kingdom is going to vote in a referendum to stay with the European Union or to leave. And Americans, as we are, have to be more concerned about this referendum. Either way, whether they leave or they're going to stay, there's going to be a long-term effect on America. So that is what my concern is. So we were watching yesterday, the BBC World was broadcasting a great debate live from Wembley Stadium. So more than, I believe, 5,000 people were attending, and 3 people for and 3 people for against. And Boris was heading the leave, and Sadiq Khan was heading the to remain. And we watched it, and it's a fantastic debate. As Miss V said yesterday evening after watching it, and she gave her take on this debate, and she decided that listening to the 6 people that she wanted to remain. That's what she said. We posted that video. So I'm also aware what was going on, and I'm sure there is a lot of a problem staying within the European Union because the nationalist character is not identified by the particular country. That's what the union means. A union is like India or in the United States. That's a diversity. It's very important, but at the same time we are all one people. But the European Union is not imaginary union, and people should know the history of a Maastricht Treaty, which was the original European Union after the World War II. This is all started from Luxembourg, and I'm sure this is all, always these kind of laws are written by the corporations, including the East India Company, which was originally formed to protect the America, because they had a problem in 1700 in the Boston Tea Party and all that. So in order to get more money, they went to the spice country, spice route, and which is East India. So they wanted to get the money from there and to develop the United States. So always the corporation has a problem with writing laws. But this is all comes into the present moment. What I'm trying to tell you, there's a lot of people were writing a comment on my wall, and they were all talking about a future, including Boris and Sadiq Khan. But none of them not realizing that living in the present is more important. That is my topic today. Because right now what is happening in the United Kingdom, I'm sure there's a lot of people are happy, right? So the best way that I have found to overcome the inner resistance that often stops us from taking action is to stay in the present as much as possible and to be accepting. Why? Well, when you are in the present moment, you don't worry about the next moment that you can control anyway. And the resistance to action that comes from you imagining negative future consequences or conflicting and reflecting on past failures. This is what is happening in the referendum now. They were all talking about the future consequences or reflecting the past failures. Like a Tata Steel is going away and all this problem, right? But of your actions loses its power. That's the most important thing. And so it becomes easier to both take action and keep your focus on this moment and perform better. And remember that reconnecting with and staying in the now is a mental habit. That's the most important thing, a sort of a muscle that you grow. Over time, it becomes more powerful and makes it easier to slip into the present moment. So live in the present. So I wanted to give a quote by Mahatma Gandhi, and he beautifully gives this about why we have to live in the present. I do not want to foresee the future. I am concerned with taking care of the present. God has given me no control over the moment following. That's what Gandhi said. The next moment which is going to follow, I don't even know what is going to happen next moment. But I'm talking about 100 years beyond, but that's a futuristic talk, right? But we all have to live in the present and enjoy our life today. Okay, so with that, I'll say everybody have a great day. See you all later. Bye bye.